Hey, what's going on, everybody? Let's take a look at the Cosmopolitan. Are you ready? Let's see how it's made first. And go. Video, we're going to kind of walk you through it and how we make a Cosmopolitan. First of all, if you don't have an ice glass chilled in a cooler, you put a little ice in there, a little water just to chill the glass. So now that we got our glass chilling, we're going to set that off to the side. What we need to do is we need a little simple syrup to make. So, to make simple syrup, we're going to measure out some sugar here. We'll do 4 ounces, I guess. So, we got 4 ounces of sugar. So now we want to add, which is crap. Math is off. Let's do 8 ounces of sugar. It's a lot of sugar. A little too much. It's a little too much there. All right, we have 8 ounces of sugar. So we're going to put that off the side. We're going to reuse the measure because we cannot measure water and sugar at the same time because it will throw it off. So I've got some hot water here. It's straight out of a coffee maker, so it's extremely hot. We want it to be as hot as possible so it will help dilute the sugar to make our simple syrup. And we got 8 ounces of sugar, so we are going to go to 4 ounces of water. So there we got 4 ounces of hot water. And so what we're going to do is it's 2 parts sugar to 1 part water. So what we're going to do is we're going to slowly mix the sugar into the water so that we can dissolve it. We don't want to put too much because we don't want to have, we want to actually dissolve, we want a nice good syrup. We're doing a heavy, simple syrup here. Now you just want to keep mixing it up and make sure it's really integrated in there. Because you're probably going to have some kind of sugar that kind of clumps together and doesn't dissolve into a liquid at the bottom at some point. But you want to dissolve as much as possible. So you just really want to stir that up. Okay, I think we're good enough there. So I'm going to take our simple syrup, I'm going to pour it into my container here, and then this can go into the refrigerator. And if you want to make sure that nothing is going to affect it and it lasts longer, you can add a little vodka and that will stop any kind of mold or anything that's going to grow in it if it gets exposed to it. But usually you won't have to worry about that. So there's our simple syrup. Now we'll set that off to the side for now. We're going to grab a mixing glass. And what we're going to do is we're going to take ½ ounce of simple. We'll put that in there. And the original version of the Cosmopolitan, Absolute was bringing around their citrus vodka in LA, and they wanted to see what people would come up with. So this lady, Cheryl Cook, she created the first one, and she used Rose's sweetened lime juice. So we're going to use fresh lime juice, and it's not sweet at all, so hence the simple syrup. And then we're going to add our lime juice, and then we'll go from there and do a better version of that one. Now, my second ingredient is going to be like your triple sec, or your Cointreau, your Grand Marnier. They're all orange liqueur. In this case, I have Salerno. It is a blood orange liqueur, very orangey flavored, very high quality product. It comes from Sicily. We're going to put a ½ ounce of that into our drink. So now we have two sweetener factors. We have the Salerno and the simple syrup. We're going to do an ounce of cranberry. And why? You're always going to adjust your cranberry depending on the ingredients that you use and the quality of your cranberry juice and the color of it is. You just want your drink to be off lightly pink. If you got like a really deep, dark cranberry juice, you're probably gonna have to cut that back. But I found that an ounce of cranberry juice is usually a good amount where it gets a nice color, you're not getting too much of that. So now we have that, and we're gonna do fresh lime juice. So we are going to cut our lime. And we want to do an ounce of lime juice as well for this recipe. And if you have to make your recipe for a Cosmopolitan you're working, you want to kind of look at all your ingredients in a whole and figure out how many ounces is it going to take to fill your cup. So if your martini glass is only 3 ounces, then you're going to have to scale down the recipe for something that works for you. If you have a larger martini glass, you're going to have to scale up your quantities in your ingredients. Now I'm squeezing it directly into a measuring cup so I can actually see how much lime juice I'm actually getting, so that I have the correct amount. And then it's actually that it's fresh squeezed right now. It just makes it so much better. It's so much nicer to have fresh squeezed lime juice. So we got our ounce of lime juice. And then we're going to do 2 ounces of vodka. We will discard our icy water. So we have our nice chill cocktail glass. And some ice, put it in our mixer. And we're going to shake it up. Make sure it's on there nice and tight. Now when you're shaking it, you always want your tin facing out and your glass facing backwards. So if you have a guest and you're shaking and for some reason the connection comes loose, you're not going to get your guest with the drink, it's just going to get you. So we're going to take that off, snap our strainer on there. We have that delicious, nice pink color. And it tastes really good, but if you want to do a little extra step, get yourself an orange peel. I don't have a peeler, but this knife will work just fine. You slice off a little orange peel. We're going to heat it up a little bit with our lighter, and then we're just going to let the oils flame over the drink. Didn't work too well, so just rub that around the glass. Get those oils all over it so you'll taste that nice little bit of orange on your drink. Definitely changes the flavor. You can even put it right on the side there for you. So there we have it, the Cosmopolitan. Now if you're not a fan of simple syrup, you can leave that out, but it tastes so much better with it in there. Definitely serve it for your guests that way unless they want it a little more tart. Just remove the sugar, leave the orange liqueur in there. Awesome, very popular drink. Really got its claim to fame, really got taken off when Madonna was caught drinking it at the Rainbow Room in LA. So thank you so much for watching. Do all that YouTube stuff. Teddy V, out. Cheers.